All right, so what's your name?
It's Paula.
Paula. And how long have you been homeless?
Almost 8 years now.
8 years? Out in Salt Lake? Or
Yeah.
Yeah. Where do you stay?
Just around 13th. I've been on 13th.
Your house is getting pretty bad up there.
Yeah.
Huh? Just on the trail or in the
No,
park?
just wherever. Yeah.
So, if people would have met you 8 years ago, who would have they met before you were homeless?
Before I was homeless? Well, right before I was homeless, I just got out of prison. So, and I mean, I was trying, and I messed up. I'm on the registry, so, and I didn't check in with the registry to update my address, and then I got into a fight with a friend. My friend stole my credit card and stole my money that I lived with, and that's what put me out on the streets, because I wasn't going to stay with her after that,
Yeah.
So I left and ended up on the streets.
Okay. So what does a normal day look like for you?
Flying my sign, making money, and trying to stay well. But,
How much do you usually make flying?
It depends on the day. I mean, lately I'm lucky if I make maybe 60 to 80 bucks a day.
Yeah.
So.
And that's hard with all the resources for the homeless usually being downtown. You got to buy Trax tickets. You got to somehow get there. You're probably walking a lot.
Yeah, walk.
Day.
Yeah, I do.
We used to walk a lot, blisters, everything.
Yeah.
So around this time, how hard does it get with the cold and I know they have the code blues and people freezing. Like, how hard does it get?
It gets really hard. Like, honestly, this winter is the worst for me. Like, I've been scared because I lost my fiance back in April. He OD'd back in April. I was in jail.
Yeah.
And so I've had him for the last 6 years, and he's always made sure that we were taken care of during the winter. So this is the first winter I've honestly had to do it on my own in a minute,
Yeah. A lot of times it's easier when you have somebody. Like, she used to fly for me and I would take care of her, but like, it's a blessing if you have somebody with you. Yeah, it's a lot easier.
Yeah.
What are nights like compared to days? Is it hard to sleep? Some days you gotta keep moving. Some nights, right?
Yeah. Some nights, I just got it because you don't know where you don't know where it's safe to lay down, or you worry about the cops coming up on you if you have warrants, you're going to jail. And I mean, some people say at this time of the year it's better to be in there than out here, but honestly, my opinion, I'd rather be out here and struggling and trying to get by than locked up in jail.
I don't think incarceration is an answer to homelessness, right?
I hear that that's a big thing now too. Like, they're trying to make it illegal to be.
We've covered a little bit on this new homeless shelter they're talking about building and making it mandatory. So what are some things that you've seen with homelessness that don't seem to work, that other people seem to work? Like, for instance, like, people used to yell at my wife all the time. They tell her, go get a job, right? And it's like, okay, well, what do you eat for 3 weeks till you get your paycheck, right?
Right.
Like you can't. And one of the major obstacles we had was every time we left our camp, we'd come back and our tent would be missing, our sleeping bag, or
people
we'd
steal
get
your
new
stuff.
IDs, right? Like, she's on her last Social Security card for a lifetime because of so many IDs getting stolen, right? So what are some things that, like, you've ran into problems that people don't understand, like normal people?
That, they say get a job. Well, for me, honestly, I need to go apply for disability. Like, I have bad knees. Like, I notice when I'm standing flying, like, I can only stand for like maybe an hour, and then I have to sit down because my back is hurting, my knees are hurting. Like, and then they say, go get a job. I can't work. I wouldn't make it, and the things that I do, because of the type of work that I do, like, I'm on my feet. I've done fast food all my life, or waitressing. Those are things that honestly I can't do, and I don't know. And flying eats up all my time. Honestly, flying, trying to make the money. Like, I never have time to go and apply for food stamps or apply for disability, or like because all I'm trying to do is make money to get by for the day.
Yeah.
So, and people just don't, a lot of people don't get it. Like, you got a few nice people out there that are willing to help you out, and but
so how much do you think like the constant stress and anxiety like affects your mental health and your ability to function? Like, the stress and the dangers and the cold, and I'm sure there's nights you don't get any sleep, right? Like, how does that affect your mental health and your sense of worth?
It wears on you. Like, I'm already diagnosed with severe depression. Like, so I deal with that on a daily basis. And like I said, losing my fiance is just basically tore me down. Like, I struggle every day to get up and move. But I know if I don't, like, no one's going to take care of me but me.
Yeah.
So,
I'm sure that's got to be scary, because there's been some places we went that was pretty I was worried about, taking care of her, out here. You have some guy that's out of his mind, like fighting the meth monsters, right?
Yeah.
You don't know what's going on.
I worried, like, last night we slept right over there in that field. Like, and I told my friends, Billy and Dakota, I was like, don't leave me. Like, if you guys decide to leave and I'm asleep, please wake me up and let me go with you. Like, I just don't feel comfortable sleeping right here alone. Yeah. Like, some places I can curl up and I'm all right, especially if it's hidden or behind, and I don't worry when I'm by myself. But there are some places that I
actually used to have a little escapade right over here by the rock climbing wall. We used to go back there and use when we were staying in the homeless shelter, and there's a little area back there. But so being over here brings back some memories,
Right.
But so what are some things that actually help, like that make you feel good? For me, when we were doing bad, it was when people actually smiled at you, right? Because you feel invisible a lot. You feel like people don't see you. For me, it was when somebody would smile or they were nice to me. Like, when she's flying, sometimes people don't even look at you, right? Like, they just avoid eye contact, and sometimes you're just waving to be friendly, right? Like, so what helps you get through?
Like you said, like, when people smile, say hi to me. Like, if you walking down the road and you say hi to somebody and they actually acknowledge you, even when you look like I do, or look, like, and some people just, the acknowledgement, or like the people that help you out, like people say, oh, it's only $1. Well, you know what? It's $1. At least they rolled their window down and they offered me something, to me, that's a big thing. Like, I'm grateful for everything that I get, every blessing that, is brought my way when I'm out here. Like, I'm grateful for it all, because nobody has to do anything for me. You know what I mean? Like you say, get a job. I should be working, or I should be doing something for myself. These people are giving up their hard-earned money to help me out, And so that's a big...
I think homelessness takes up, like you said, all of your time, all of your identity, all of your survival skills, right? Like, it's a 24/7. You don't get any rest. Your brain doesn't get any rest. Like, it's hard to put that away. So, like, what would you say without homelessness? Who are you? Like, what's your identity? Like, before all this, what's something you would want people to know about you?
I was a mom, like, I raised 4 kids. My kids are all adults, and they all have good lives. They're all doing well, and they hate seeing me out here, but I have two of my kids that support me regardless of what I do, and that to me, that's my biggest achievement in my life, was being a mom and raising my family. So, and now I'm a grandma. I have 6 grandbabies, so.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I'm trying. It's a struggle every day, and losing my fiance has been, like, my hardest downfall. Like, I was almost to the point when I got out the last time, before I found out he was gone, that it was time for us to pull our crap together and get it together and get off the streets, because he had 2 younger boys that honestly needed to get away from his ex, but he wasn't going to until he got his crap together. And now that he's gone, like, I've just kind of slid back down,
Well, so. I think that's expected. I mean, we've been off the street for, how long has it been?
We've been off for a little over a year.
A little over a year. And I mean, it's still hard for us. Like, we struggle day to day. I had a lapse a little bit ago, you know, but I mean, every fallback we seem to hustle a little bit more forward, you know. But I mean, it's still hard. We don't even shop the same. We don't live the same because we think we can lose it all. You know, it's hard going from survival mode on the street to having a home, having a place. You know, so it doesn't necessarily get easier, but you still struggle, and it's the you just don't give up. You know, like I don't know what your plans are, and honestly, it's not really my business, but just don't give up. You know, you're not homeless. Like, that's not your identity. Like, this is a situation, not your identity, right?
Yeah.
And so I know it's got to be hard to lose somebody out here and be alone. I personally used Vogue Rehab. I'm sure you've heard of them. They paid for me to go to CDL school out here, and so I started driving truck, and that's actually what got me off the street. But there are resources that help, and we're just trying to create a little more awareness around the problem, because people don't understand the problem. But what do you miss most about your old life?
Being in a home, you know, having a home, you know, and not having to struggle or worry about what I'm going to eat from day to day, or if I'm going to have money in my pocket, and honestly not being clean. Like, you know, I got introduced to meth when I got out of jail my first time back in 2015 by some random guy I met online, you know, and it's been pretty much downhill since that day. You know, it's been that one time of using, and it's been downhill, and I've gone from that now to using blues, and the blues are there. I don't even, you know, like, that is like, I thought getting off black was hard. Like, getting off the blues to me is even, it's worse to walk away from it. Like, every time I get out, I think, God, I'm clean, you know, like, I don't need to use. And the second I get out, I pick up a foil and hit a blue, and downhill I go.
What have you noticed about being homeless and addiction? Like, there's science that shows that if addiction is present before homelessness, that it gets a lot worse during homelessness, and it has to do with, like, how you feel about yourself. It has to do with, like, your dignity. It has to do with, like, the chemistry of your brain being in like such a stress mode all the time, in survival mode. Like, there's times, like, we would use, I mean, sometimes it was easier to use than to try to go to sleep in 19-degree weather, right? Like, it's easier to use. It's easier to use than to try to eat for 3 days, right? Like, sometimes it was. So do you think it's gotten worse?
Yeah. Well, I was addicted to painkillers before I went to jail and went to the streets. So, like, I struggled with that addiction, and then I came out here. Like I said, I was clean when I went to jail my first time. Like, I got off the pills. I didn't go back to them. I mean, I'm a recovering alcoholic. I haven't had a drink of alcohol in almost 10 years, you know, and that's one drug that I will never touch again. I'm a blackout, mean drunk. So, like, that's, you know, but I mean, being out here, it's just been one addiction after the other. You know, you just pick up one, and then you go to the next, whatever's going to get you through the day, or make you numb and not think about your life out here and the struggles that you go through day to day. And
that's the main thing that we're trying to focus on. Is, I'm sure you've seen, there's so much negative stuff on the internet about the homeless and shaming them, and I don't think you can shame people out of addiction, right? Like, you can't shame people out of addiction or out of homelessness. Like, that just makes the problem worse. People just become worse addicts or hide more, right? Like, so that's kind of what we're trying to fight, and why we're kind of starting this foundation. So what's one thing, people are going to watch this, what's one thing you want them to know?
That we're not bad people. You know, we're just going through our own struggles, just like anybody else. You know, we just happen to be outside. We just happen to be on the streets. You know, we're no different from anybody driving a car down the road or that has a job. You know what I mean? we're doing our thing and trying to get by day to day, just like everybody else, you know? So that's, you know, that's a struggle. That's all. And sometimes I want, you know, there are times I want to get clean and want to get off. And then there's other times when I'm like, honestly, I enjoy the freedom. You know, I don't have bills. I don't have things to take care of. My kids are grown. I've raised my kids. You know what I mean? Like, it's my life now. You know, there are times when I feel like that. But like I said, like after losing my fiance, it's just been
it's easy to give
struggle.
up and to sink into that, you know.
Yeah.
But thank you for trusting me with this.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
I won't take up any more of your time, and I appreciate you doing this. Is it okay to share this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank